For justice and peace and equality.
Now, you recently partnered with the Henry County Sheriff's Department through the S3 program, and sharing that vision board. What was that experience like, and what was the value of partnering with our community, with our current sheriff, Sheriff Reginald Scandrett, in setting that vision? Because I believe he runs like a recidivism program, he runs a mentoring program, and you guys played a pivotal point in kind of bringing value to those programs.
It was actually very enriching. Because when you get kids at those ages and you see that they're at the cusp of either going the wrong way or a light coming on their head and they're going the right way. Right. And so it was very pivotal because it allowed us to be around about 30 youth at one time. Okay. And they were very quiet when we first got in with them. Okay. But once they started seeing the different things opportunities that was available, to know that they can see somebody in a magazine playing football, or that grew, to be a magazine writer or whatever the case was. Right, right. They have the same gifts inside of them, but when they was able to see and put two and two together, you see a light come on in them. It does something to you when that's part of your vision.
When we notice some of the young men in the community, they lack fathers in the home, and we know that men and fathers are the visionaries of the home, and what do you see when it comes down to reaching these young men and the value that it plays in their life? And you do this also through your personal nonprofit, Propel Your Destiny. That's right. But what does it mean when you take a young man who doesn't have a father in the home, who doesn't have male leadership in the home, and say, hey man, here's how to write a vision?
It's really, the feeling is almost hard to put into words, because you're literally changing somebody's life. You're planting seeds that are going to continue to grow far after I'm gone from here. Because not only did I plant a seed in him, and once that seed begins to grow, it's going to turn around and he's going to plant it to somebody else. Okay. The same way, somebody planted a seed in me at a young age. I lost my father at 7 years old. Oh, wow. And I was blessed to have a stepfather come in and take his place. But if he hadn't taken his place and raised me and planted those seeds in me, who knows where I would be at? Because the father that I lost, I thought I was losing a great thing, but after learning later in life, he had a lot of flaws of his own. Right. So if he had been there, I might have followed in those same footsteps. Right. So I'm basically following the same footsteps of somebody that planted seeds in me to plant seeds in other people and see and watch them grow.
Wow, wow, wow. Man, what is it like balancing a home business, mentorship, being a husband, being a wife? I mean, because you stay busy. Every time I'm watching your social media, I'm watching you move. I mean, you on elevators, you on trips, you are living the life when it comes down to it when in this business. How are you balancing that and, kind of keeping that thing full circle?
Honestly, I have to stay prayed up. Wow. I stay prayed up, and my wife got me on the calendar. The calendar app has changed my life. Yes. But outside of that, that goes back to being an entrepreneur. We work remote, so I'm able to I can be in Puerto Rico and still, make work and make money. Right. And I can take my family on vacation at the same time, because entrepreneurship provides those privileges, that financial freedom. We can go to church, we can do whatever, through being an entrepreneur and just the things that God has provided for us. So it's not easy to balance, but through different applications and planning ahead of time and writing that vision out. This is what I envision for my family. Man. So it all played a part, and that's got us where we're at now.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. Now, what advice do you have for people interested in pursuing entrepreneurship?
So my first piece of advice is be ready to work. Be ready to work, because you can go to work for somebody 8 hours a day, but you're going to get paid for those 8 hours, and the rest of the time you on your own. When you become an entrepreneur, you eat what you kill. Whoo, man. So if you don't go out there and kill it, you ain't gonna eat. Hey. So you got to be hungry. You got to have a desire. You got to have a passion. And you would want to do something that you enjoy doing. Who wants to go to work all day doing something they hate doing?
Man, come on, man. Man, as an entrepreneur, I swear to God, I work 20 hours,
Right.
20 hours a day,
Right,
man.
right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, man, you could, people be like, man, you sleep in the middle of the day? I'm like, yeah, man, because I work for the last 50 hours and I'm
Yes,
asleep.
yes.
But watching The Young and the Restless because I need to take a break. So
Yeah.
I totally understand where you're at with that, man. And a lot of people take entrepreneurship as, oh, man, I can do what I want to do. I can take what I want to, but with entrepreneurship comes responsibility.
That's right.
Tell us about the responsibility of being an entrepreneur.
Well, part of the responsibility is you got to take it seriously. Like you said, yeah, there's times where I might be asleep at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but I had to work half the night, to make sure that I was able to pay my bills.
Yes.
I was able to, and it's also a privilege because I can still get up at 7 o'clock and go take my daughter to school every day.
All right now.
I could spend time in the car with my son and, talk to him and mentor, and he asks questions that normally he wouldn't be asked because I'm at work somewhere, at somebody's job, helping them while they're at home with their kids.
Come on now.
So it's quite a responsibility, but I take it in pride, and I enjoy every minute of it.
and equality.